Good morning. This is Tammy C. Walker, the owner of Dreams Are a Reality. I created this channel to provide light and love. Before I get started, if you're new to my channel, welcome aboard the Dreams Are a Reality Express. So go ahead and subscribe. And please remember to hit like if you could be so kind. At this moment, I want to pause briefly for Highland Park, Illinois. Born and raised in Chicago. I live a little bit outside of Chicago, but Highland Park is like 43 miles from Chicago up north. A tragedy occurred yesterday during the 4th of July parade. Unfortunately, evil presented itself and people lost their lives to gun violence during the time of celebration, the time of family. And as much as, we say, God bless the family, rest in peace, we so sorry, it happens over and over and over and over and over. I'm not going to go down a rabbit hole. I got a whole lot to say about gun violence. I have a lot to say about these mass shootings. I have a lot to say about how an African American man is treated when he's being approached versus a non-African American man. But this is not the time or place. But I do want to just acknowledge, rather, that this happened, and it's sad, and that's why I created this channel. God bless everyone who was involved, and God bless anyone who lost a family member to senseless gun violence, any type of violence. It's just a disgrace. We need to show some love, you all. Be going in reverse. And as America, we want to be so pompous and arrogant at times, act like we are so evolved. No, we're not. We're not going to be. We have not arrived. We haven't evolved until we can remove this smut, this hate, this disgrace, this vow, this. I could just go on and on. It's just despicable, and a lot of it is mental illness. The police have been, approached about these different individuals. But I'm tired of blaming the police. And that's getting old too. However, that's a whole nother video because what just happened in Akron is despicable. But if someone, keeps calling the police over a family member or this individual, and I know a situation like this where the person has mental illness and the police is being called over and over and over. As America, since we want to be so, pompous, and I'm saying that because this is how other countries view us, like we're arrogant and we think we better. But we got so much stuff, so much work to do here. So if we want to be this progressive country, we need to have a system in place where someone with mental illness, if they have had a lot of interaction with the police, it needs to be something there where this person can be helped, right? You all, that's woo. All right, I'm coming out of Iyanla Vanzant's book, Acts of Faith. This is for it says daily meditations for people of color. I always say this. These meditations go for everybody. Ain't no color on some of the stuff. But some of the stuff, whatever. Anywho, July 5th. If you are willing to deal with the past, you can make the moment. Yeah, that's what it says. You can make the moment you are in rich. If you are willing to deal with the past, you can make the moment you are in rich. That's by the Queen. Oh, Oprah Winfrey. She knows. She knows. Okay? We are the products of our past, the environment of our childhood. For those of us who had painful childhoods, We are determined to get away from our memories. We cannot. Our past is part of our today. We carry it in our hearts. We model what we saw, heard, and experienced as children. It is called a pattern. We do what was done to us. We behave the way we saw others behave. Unwittingly, with a great deal of denial, we repeat the physical, emotional, and mental patterns set by our families. The only way to stop the cycle is to break the pattern, and it's to go back and deal with the pain. We must relive the memories before we can erase them. We must confront the people in our minds and say, now what could we not say then? We must explore the feelings, unpack the guilt, and free ourselves from the baggage we picked up at home. The buck stops with me. Are you able to face the past and break the pattern? Or is the pattern breaking you? I want to talk about today. Oh, my future will be so bright once I deal with my past. It's like the pile of dirt swept under the rug. But you see the pile up under that rug, but you just keep stepping on it. It's like the dressed up mess. Deep inside, you're not happy with yourself. You're looking for love in all the wrong places. You pile on a bunch of makeup and put some hair on your head and go get this tucked and this filled out. But up under all of that, it's just a mess because you never dealt with the pain of being mistreated as a child, God forbid, being molested as a child, having, your children at a young age, and maybe things didn't work out back then, or you didn't get to do the things you wanted to do because your parents were abusive, or they did not support you, or you don't know who your dad is, or your mom left early and you were raised by grandma, you were raised by auntie, or maybe both parents were there but they was not there. Maybe one of your parents had a substance abuse problem, or there's so many scenarios. Maybe you had great parents and you chose a different path. Whatever your pain is of the past, you have to deal with it. And the way to deal with it is some form of therapy. Now, I'm not going to tell everybody, go to therapy, go to therapy, go to therapy. We are progressive. I was being snarky earlier, but we are a progressive country. Feels like a company, don't it? Feels like corporate America. Country, we have access to the library. I remember being depressed years ago, 2000, 2002, 3, 4. I stayed in Borders books, looking at books about self-help, how to, raise my mood. Why am I depressed? So that's one thing you can't do if you have to deal with some childhood trauma. Go to the library and read some books on it. Check it out. Stay there and read for a couple of hours and then take the book with you. There are the most beautiful workbooks on Amazon dealing with trauma. They even have it where trauma for men, trauma for women, trauma for teens. You take that workbook and work through it and jot out your problems. If that doesn't work, Psychology Today, we are on there. Therapists from all around the world, well, definitely United States, are on there. I'm on there. We want to help you. And my books, I'm booked. I work part-time, so I fill up quick. But I'm going to tell you all, if somebody tried to see me, if it's a will, where there's a will, there's a way. I try to squeeze them in because I take my career seriously and I really want to try to help people. If I can't help them, I refer them to one of my coworkers Or I have a friend that's a therapist. I refer them to her because I know how important it is. And I know with mental health, once we want the help, that's when we need to find a space for them if we can, because sometimes people want help, but they're too scared to reach out. They're terrified of therapy. Coming to a stranger and telling them all your problems, it is scary. It's scary to be vulnerable. But if we address the pain of the past, we can be better for our kids. We can be better in the relationship with our significant other, with our new partner, old partner. We can show up better. Mistreatment is being done in marriages. Mistreatment is being done in relationships because we never dealt with our stuff. As Iyanla says, we have to do our work. And it doesn't only have to be the form of therapy. You could try yoga. I always tell people this, or meditation. You could do that in the comfort of your own home. Get some earbuds. Go to YouTube. Type 5-minute meditation, 10-minute meditation. Do that every day. Every day. You're going to see a difference. Affirmations, journaling. Do your work. Deal with your pain of the past. And your future will be bright. Alrighty, now I'm out of here. Tammy Sharice Walker, licensed therapist now. Yes, I am. Thank you, God. Owner of Dreams Are Reality. Hey, Pandy. That's one of my friends on here. Simplistic Hustler, Scully. I have some beautiful followers. My God, sis, Pandy. Anybody else that's listening to me, I appreciate you all so much. God bless you all. I love you all. And I'm sending you light and love from outside of the Chicagoland area. Have a beautiful Tuesday. And I hope your 4th of July was great. I had a beautiful weekend. Got my hair braided. Spent some time with my sisters. That's always a bonus. Best sisters in the world. I'm a blessed girl. And my niece, Sierra, my grown niece. I got to see all my babies. My baby nephew, who was 3. I got to see my great nephews, 9, 5, and 15. I got to see my nieces. They are 15 years old and 17. So I have 6 kids I got to see. So, hey, I'm a happy auntie when I get to see them. And of course, my brother-in-law, I can't leave him out. That's not right. My brother-in-law is the one that makes things happen. He's our cook and everything else. Alrighty, you all. Have a beautiful week. God bless. Bye-bye.